Hello, hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me well. There's a bit of wind here, so hopefully the sound is good. And happy 7/7. I did love that date, that frequency, especially this month. It feels really powerful in terms of abundance codes. So just going to wait a moment to see if anybody is jumping live. Yes, there's somebody live. Hello. Hello. So here I am, standing on one of my favorite spots in the world. Hopefully my future land to be. Hi, Alison. Hi. So I chose that spot today because this is full of dragon energy. As you can imagine, this is where I want to move. So obviously, this is full of dragon energy. And because we are going to do a powerful activation today on Dragon Fire, I thought it would be a great spot for us today to play and have fun and get some powerful juices flowing. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. So yeah, this is my spot. This is my home. Um, and I'm so happy to be able to, with the gorgeous sunshine that we have today, to show you this beautiful spot on Earth. Okay, so I'm just going to slowly start. It's been quite a few days. I mean, it's always quite of a ride, but this past couple of days, I hope you can hear me okay, girls, ladies, have been intense. We have been receiving tons and tons and tons of light codes, energy from all over the place. For us to be able to start really anchoring, embodying truly the new earth, have probably started to hear about that a lot. And that's basically just our earth is shifting into higher energies. So higher energies are actually being anchored in the material plane, and that shifts a lot of things. And the thing really that um, is going to be really dramatically different will be the way we manifest, especially around money. Um, and it's been a quite a long ride for me because, and I'm sure you resonate with that, we have this ability to tap into our spiritual gifts or multidimensional potential. But the journey for most of us is to be able to anchor it in the body, really embodying all those juiciness from all those dimensions and being able to anchor it in the body so that it can help us create what we desire to create. So the money subjects has been quite a tricky one for me. Um, and it feels right now that I keep having this guidance over and over again that the energy around money is changing dramatically, especially this month. This is it. This is like a big crossing road where all the energy is sent into our bodies, into the earth body, and we are upgrading, we are up leveling, and money will definitely be a big shift, a big one to shift. So the download yesterday, I mean, especially yesterday, has been around how can we tap into that multidimensional power to be able to manifest money easily, more easily, and a lot more, and having our conscious intentions being more impactful, therefore manifesting easier in the human plane. So, as a soul, you are obviously a master creator. That is something that really um, we can struggle at times to remember, but we are already whole, we are already complete, we are already masterful, and the journey is all about the human journey, right? It's all about bringing our body to the level we want to be so that the things we want to create are created. So, um, the first thing I wanted to talk about would be around control. And that has been quite a journey for me to being able to let go of control, because control is all based on fear. So unconsciously, we want to control things in our environment because deep down we have a wound of not trusting that that our needs will be met, that we are capable to create the thing we want to create, that um, we don't trust ourselves, or we don't trust others, as in the universe, to bring us what we need. So the best way to the best way to being able to let go of control, because it's really easy to say, right? But each time I was hearing that, I was scratching my head and say, what does that mean? What does that mean? How do I do that, right? So it's all about developing your inner sovereignty, claiming your inner sovereignty. Because there's a big difference between being conscious and wanting something, being really clear about what you want and really owning your power of creation and be like, this is it, this is what I want. And the need of control, the need of grabbing and controlling how it should look like. And um, and that is all down to developing within our body, our human, redeveloping our first of all, our tapping into our feminine sovereignty, which will be all around the creation power, remembering how much we are capable of, remembering our soul power of creation, that we can create anything we want, right? But really, really bringing that into the body, because if it's not in the body, then it's just a concept, and you need to feel it. This is something that needs to anchor down for it to be effective. Okay. So once that starts to be unlocked, there is the other part of um, redeveloping the sovereignty in your divine masculine. So it's all around being able to trust and lean into your strength, lean into um, the letting go of the how to. And it's, I'm trying to find my words here, but it's really a feeling of, there is the trust of your body, first of all, because your body is telling you all the time where you should be going, what feels right, what feels wrong. And you need to, there's a big work around retrusting your body, retrusting your inner knowing. Because your body is a vehicle for your soul to create. And oftentimes we dismiss the body, we dismiss our gut feeling, like oh gosh, if I've known, I should have done that. And if I knew, I should have done this, but I ignore it, and blah, blah, blah. So that's all that's all masculine sovereignty. When I say masculine sovereignty, it's all that unshakable trust within yourself that um, that you are going to be taken care of, that the universe will answer to what your intention, your what you desire, and that it will come to you. Okay, this is a process of letting go of the need to know. As soon as there is a need to know, as soon as there is a, oh, I just need to check kind of thing, that means that you still have some work to do into um, relying on yourself in your masculine. So what does that mean? The best way to do that is first to really project yourself into the vision of what you want life to be. Because all the vision, all the 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 planning kind of thing, all of that is our is part of our masculine. It's all part of the structure, right? So there is the feminine is more about how does that feel and what wants to be created, and the masculine will more bring the vision, like this is how it would look like once I'm there, kind of thing. So the bigger you can make your vision, the bigger the energy of the vision can hold your human journey and can bring you to where you want to go. So what does that mean is the bigger you can make your vision, and when I say bigger means really what does your soul want to create and what does your human desire to live. So there is your soul legacy, your soul mission, purpose kind of thing that comes, but your soul brings you on a mission that is in harmony with your life. It won't bring you something that you can't cope with. It won't bring you something that will create chaos. It won't bring you something that is not in harmony with your human life. Okay. So what does that mean is that soul purpose is not something that is outside of you. It's not something that is outside of your life. It is your life. Okay. And by bringing that, you will be able to hold yourself better in the moments where you human is going through something. So as you embody the vision, your human self will need to grow to match the frequency of that vision. Okay. So each time there is something coming up that is not aligned with that vision, it doesn't matter that for a moment there is this big thing about thinking that we always need to be happy and always need to be aligned and always whatever, but we are human, right? And we have the right to feel emotions, and we have the right to have bad days, and this is not how we create all the time, by the way, whether we are in a good mood or in a bad mood. Okay. But in the moments where you're kind of in your bad days, or the moments where you go on a tangent and are not really in the flow of what your soul knows you should be doing, it's okay, because the vision is big enough to hold that, to hold those moments where you fall, kind of thing. And it's okay, because those are just moments, right? So it's giving yourself permission to be human. And the journey is all about bringing your human with you, your body with you, your human life with you, to live that vision. Because it's not even like a goal that once you achieve, that's it, right? It's always evolving, it's always growing as we grow, and there is always more. So that's one thing. So in a few words is clearing, being able to let go of control by building that inner sovereignty. So you command and you put the intention, you align with that vision, right? And being able to tap into it will always bring you back into alignment, will always bring you back to, okay, what do I do this for again? Oh yes, this is why. And when you're in that zone, that energy, then there is no time. Time doesn't exist. It doesn't matter if it's in a month, it doesn't matter if it's in a year, because your vision is a lifetime vision. It's even a human evolution vision. It's probably not even going to be fulfilled in this lifetime. Maybe it's going to be a few lifetimes before you can even get to that vision, right? But it's being able to bring your human in this journey will enable you to make that process quicker. And right now we're heavily supported, and the the manifestation process is going quicker and quicker, um, and it's not often. I see a lot about what you think, what you believe is what you create, and I don't really agree with that, because there's so much unconscious stuff that we carry, and it's all down to energetics, because a thought is an energy. A thought pattern is produced by an energy that you're carrying, and it's not necessarily something that is yours. Have um, you can have a soul contract, uh, or some energetic implants from your family, from past lives, that create a program in your head, that create a belief process. Okay, so it's not even what you believe, it's what you resonate at. So because most of the things are unconscious, what you want um, is clearing your body from all this energy that is not yours, so that your energy, your soul energy, your vision energy can come in down in the body, all the way down to your roots, so that you can anchor all that juiciness in, and your body can know where you're going. Because if you're carrying, let's say, fears from past life, and you're carrying um, some traumas from your ancestors when there was war, whatever, and then you're carrying some religious conditioning around. For me, for example, in my case, was a lot around sacrifice, and around battle between good and evil, for example. So all that you're carrying unconsciously in your field will get on the way of your manifestation process. Okay. So the more you're able to clear your body from all those imprints, the more your soul energy can come in, and the more you can be aligned with you, because it's all down to you being you. Okay. And you're already complete, and you're already whole and everything, but your human probably carries all the things in you, and that's where it gets that's where you get the resistance, because your soul is trying to say something, is trying to bring something, and there is an energy that you're carrying that is going against it. Okay, so what you want to do is to clear, and that's what we are starting to go do. That's what we're going to have a little activation for today, is to be able to clear your body from those energies you're carrying that are sabotaging what your soul is trying to create. So the more you bring that soul energy in your body, the more you're able to be you. Okay, the more you're able to know who you are, the more you're able to know why you're here, what's your purpose, what you truly desire to experience in this human life. And as you expand that more and more, you can hold more of your multidimensional power, and you're becoming more aware and conscious of on how you create. Okay, because everybody is unique and we all have different ways of creating. So really it's the key is, if you have to like remember one thing today, the key is to bring your body with you. And really, when you're trying to create something, it's really bringing it down. And women, the womb is obviously key for us. You need to bring it down to the roots, of course, but the womb is really where we are going to gestate all those juicy things that we want to create. Okay, so money is an energy, all right? It doesn't come from outside of you. Money flows through you and is mirrored in your outside reality and comes back to you in money, dollars and pounds and everything, right? But how many times did you have the experience where you were in that zone, and you know what I'm talking about, when you're probably felt it already, when you are able to put an intention out there, and you really don't force it, and you really don't try to attach any how to it, and um, you just get something happening in your outside world that brings you what you want, and you're so on your butt. Like, it's so blowing your mind how perfectly orchestrated it was for you to receive the thing that you wanted. Did that not happen to you? So that's where when you're in the flow, this is exactly how it happens, because our mind can't comprehend the how that you have such a small perspective. Your soul has an infinite perspective. Okay, so bringing that soul perspective in and trusting your guidance, trusting when you need to take action, trusting the timing sometimes, all those parameters are key for you to get in that flow and for things to conspire around you to come to you. Okay, so if you have any questions so far, let me know. Let me know how that activates within you, and if you have some light bulbs moment. I want it now. I know this is frustrating, isn't it? So one of my biggest thing that I'm still working on, by the way, in other lives, on other planets, I was able to do this, and matter was responding to me. Okay, it was freaking instant. Now, what happens is, when I want something here, I'm expecting the same bloody thing, right? And what happens is, obviously, because the 3D matter is a lot slower, is a lot denser, it takes more time for the thing to happen. So then that creates frustration. And that's another thing that we're going to clear is, think about all the times that you try to create something that you really wanted, that were dear to you, and that didn't happen. And tune into it and see how much of that frustration, of that grief, of that, oh well, I guess it was not for me kind of energy, or again, I was not capable to make that happen. How much of that energy is there within you, in your body? Now tune into it for a moment and just realize how much of your energy is still feeding those frustrations, those grief, those moments of disappointment, bitterness, despair, even. Like, realize how much charge is in there. And imagine how much you could do if you could take that charge and shift it into what you want to create right now, rather than it being trapped, feeding into the past disappointments and so forth. And it could come from this life, it could come from others. So now you start to get a picture of how much energy is of our energy is actually feeding stuff that is not serving us to create what we want right now. So by freeing that charge, by clearing all this, you're able to get that creative power, that energy back for you and for what you're trying to achieve right now. What does that feel like? What do you get? So for me, it was quite huge to realize how much of my energy was actually uh, feeding past things, feeding um, my family, feeding. I guess it's all down to what is your body carrying. So once you're able to free that space within your body, more of your soul energy can come. So, and all that energy that was stuck somewhere for something else can be redirected into creating what you want right now for the bigger picture. Okay. So really, the more you're able to anchor that in, the more wealth is available to you. Because then, if you let go of all that is not you, so that you can bring more of you in, then you're gonna feel more at peace. Then you're gonna feel more empowered. You're gonna claim more of your sovereignty in all aspects of your life, in all aspects of your being. And then you're gonna be more healthy, because obviously your body is going to have all that juicy energy feeding it, instead of having it to fight all the time against all that stuff and being pulled everywhere. And you're gonna become more conscious. So the word, there is, if you're not consciously creating something, life created for you. So if chaos happens, right? So it's like, if you're not consciously in one direction, giving your energy to something, and you just kind of like no boundaries and you have no clue what you're doing and all that stuff, then life happens to you. It's like stuff happens. But if you're able to bring more of your awareness, more of your consciousness, and start remembering that you're the master of your life, then you can make life happen for you. And not making it happen as in like I need to do and I need to control, but just by being in your sovereignty, in your power, and putting a really powerful intention that will ripple effect, and trusting, knowing that it's going to happen, it's going to come to you no matter what, without double checking and without doubting and whatever, then the universe will respond one way or another. And it will come to you by the perfect, most beautiful way. Okay. So let's go to the juicy stuff now. After uh, all that preparation of the preparing the ground, now you got some of those concepts that you can tune into later and see where you're in control versus sovereignty, and where you feel your body still hanging on to some frustrations, grief, or whatever that are not serving your current creation process at the moment. We are going now to do some fire magic, bring some dragon juice, and bring all those good frequencies in so that it can help you in that process, and it can start up already all this and just help you in your journey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to channel some dragon language that you probably won't understand, and then the energy will flow, and I'm going to give a instant kind of feedback on what I'm feeling it's doing, so that you can be yourself aware of what's happening in your body and take it from there. Achleo ochle, acneo ochnale, opria ocreae, achleo ocne, ovrera octeruf, octerio octere, octere actera, octera octere. So I can feel a lot of energy running through the solar plexus and the heart right now. Oh, okay. So it's helping you discerning what is the identities that you took on that are not yours. So it's really like the ways of creating your wealth, your money, that you took on as truth that are not aligned with your way of doing it. And it's freeing frustration, anger, rage, grief, moments where you wanted to speak up, you didn't. Moments where you had to claim your power, you didn't. Self-betrayal. And now it's going in the throat and the head. Freeing space in your mind. Clearing all that old programming that doesn't serve you. Reorganizing your brain. Like a computer, your brain is really programmed. So what you want to do is clearing the old program to create a new one. And that can be done energetically. Opening the back of your head to flow your soul to come in and bring a wider vision. so that you can have more clarity on what is your process to bring more of you into your body to create more wealth. Clearing your field of anything that is hanging there that is not yours. And starting to bring those really high frequencies of yours down in your womb and your roots. Holy crap. There's a lot happening there. Okay, so it's opening your channels in your womb so that you can directly connect to your void, your creation process, your creation energy, and bypass all the mind. Now it's all anchoring down in the earth. The earth can bring you the support, the nurturing, and the belonging that you need. And when you align with the natural blueprint of nature, which is growth, abundance, and you're able to bring that energy back up in your body, then things get a lot easier and a lot quicker. Because we are part of the natural world and we are co-creating with it in this 3D dimension. So all this activation is activating deep within your cells, your DNA, deep in your bones, your own unique gold codes for wealth. The energy is settling down a bit. Let me know how you're feeling, what you're experiencing. So the purpose of all that, I need the field, channeling energies right now, is for you to be able to create your own timeline. Okay, so instead of you adjusting to others' timeline and you take the reins, you stand up in your sovereignty, you embody that sovereignty, and you create your own timeline. That is unique to you. You create the path. Whew. So let me know how that resonates with you. And the energy will run for about 3 days. So yeah, take the time to anchor all this. Somebody needs to sing, by the way. I don't know who's the singer, but you needed to hear that. So that's a good way to shift frequency, whether it's singing. For me, it's dancing. I dance dragon language. It's amazing. Each time I need to shift something or I want to create something, I just dance. I just draw the symbols in the air, and that helps me casting the spells that I need to create my reality faster. That's how I do it, using my own magic. So find out your own, and most of the time it's right in front of our nose. Like it's Alison, not me. You're not the singer. Oh well, it's fine. Karen, well, that was for you then. Most of the time, the stuff we were doing when we were kids. Sorry, there are lots of flies here. The stuff we were doing when we were kids is usually the stuff that's what's usually our soul knowing exactly, like, our bodies knowing exactly like how our soul needs to express herself, you know. That reminds me of like how many times I heard, what do you want to do later in your life? Who do you want, like, and I just struggle with that question, because obviously I just want to be me, right? But that, I was not aware of that. Now in hindsight, I understand why I was not able to answer that question, right? Because I'm here to be me, and I'm here to bring my magic in the world and help movement to do the same. So yeah, it's just funny when you look in hindsight, you're like, we knew a lot of stuff when we were kids. Yeah. Okay, right. It's been wonderful to share this with you. If you have questions, if you want to share any feedback, happy to in DMs, in here on the thread. I'm always how do you say English? I'm always in awe receiving your messages after my activation, because it's an awesome mirror of how much I help you guys in your journey just by sharing those little things. I'm always like, oh my god. Like, yeah, I love having those messages in my inbox and be like, wow, okay. Because we don't realize the impact we have until people come to us and let us know, because there's always this human part of us that is like, I'm not sure, or you know, and we don't realize how much magic we bring in, and just by being us and just sharing what we have to share, sharing our truth, sharing, yeah, we don't know. So showing up and embody the work, and because that's by embodying the work that we are going to lead and help our people. Alison, you've been like feeling like doing sigils, but our style. Just join the speaks to me. Okay. Yeah, just do it. Just don't hold back. Just they will make sense to you. One day you're gonna look back at it and you're gonna be, oh, of course, that's what it meant. Uh, it's like me. My vision was the only thing I had way before I knew who I was, what I could bring on the table, like the dragons, or like, or any of that. I had no clue of my power, literally. The vision for me was I could see myself with a big tree and a woman circle and me drumming, because at the time I was doing shamanic drumming. And I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I have no clue. And here I am right now on my future land, where I know one day I'm going to lead retreats, women retreats, for helping my people embodying their dragon power. And of course, there will be fire, like burning fire, and there will be some drumming, and there will be some dragon language stuff. And anyway, and there are big trees here. So it just makes sense afterwards. I usually draw and activates immediately, so something is wanting to be activated. Just do it. Uh, Sometimes I just start speaking dragon language because there's something I need to shift in my field. And that's the beauty of it, is you have the medicine within you. You just, yeah, if it needs to come out, just let it come out. And yeah, it's just beautiful how we have all the answers on the power, and we just don't let ourselves just do the things that we know we need to do, or because we're not sure, because unconsciously we're waiting for permission, because unconsciously we think we don't deserve it, because unconsciously, or whatever, there's so much that could hold us back. But the whole purpose of this is that for you to remember that you have the power, and you have the medicine, and you have all the knowledge. Your soul is like super old. Like, seriously. And the whole journey is all about embodying all that. Um and yes, and that's why I'm like, you know helping you activating your own brilliance and your own magic, because then that's how you can create miracles, and create stuff that don't make sense, that don't make human sense, right? So it's been so lovely. Thank you so much for being here, ladies, and for the ones that catch the replay. Again, if you have any feedback for me, would love to chat with you. And there are more activations in my group, Success Dragon Alchemy. It's on my banner on my profile. So yeah, if you had good juices from this activation, I'm doing weekly activations in my group, and it feels like it's gonna be only get bigger and bigger and more powerful. So and they are totally free. So if you want to join us, then do, and I will see you later.